All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun said he kicked back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe, become a member. The link for the memberships is right there in the video description, is in the chat. All you have to do is just click it. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Susan Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, designed by the General himself, strictly for the brothers. Also included, you can preview the course by going to the link right there in the chat. Get a preview. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream where the brothers meet up once a week discussing very vital, important, very powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. Don't miss out. Get over there, get a preview, and become a brother today. That's right. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasu Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. Got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out the catalog, get a discount, shop, and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the General. We talking about when Egypt ruled the earth, too raw for YouTube. We got that. The global Kushite Empire, Old Mecca, Voyages of the Nile. That's right. In ancient America, we got that on deck. The making of the white man, the black woman is God. All the religions, we got that on deck. Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, all the isms, Gnosticism, Sufism, Kabbalism, all that. We got it on deck. Hermeticism, got that on deck. Freemasonry, hip hop, occult. We got Black Illuminati. Again, we got all the subjects that you know and love from the General. Not another website that could compare, compete, become a member today. And everybody knows said he got the popping his page on Patreon. We got that one up there on the Queen of the Dam, the melanin, the sacred core of melanin, where the vampires have achieved immortality. Breaking that down from an esoterical standpoint, it's amazing work. Get over there, click that link, and get over there and get that work with over 500 exclusive live streams. You cannot find this nowhere else on the internet. That's right. To all the family donated to the General, thank you. Those would like to donate, link right there in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels: King Seti, General Seti, Sarasu Seti, Black Power Cartel. Rock that notification bell, get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it, share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Well, they didn't had a horrible fucking weekend. 4th of July, 4th weekend in Chicago. We send nothing but love and energy, a positive frequency out there because it's been a terrible fucking and dealing with that frequency anyway. You got we 4th of July and shit, and they lied. The 4th of Jews lie, and so our people is Chicago is just still in a state of just straight genocide, man. We just gotta say what it is. It's a spirit, and that don't mean that, but it's a spirit of genocide, going on. It is what it is. Motherfuckers can't, just gloss it over or nothing. You can't gloss it over. Some going on in Chicago that is gonna take damn near the whole nation. You know what I'm saying? To get our family in Chicago out of the state of despair that they in, because it's quite obvious, man. This shit been going on for a long fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And this shit is everywhere. But some areas, is even at an escalate, even more escalated level. This shit is going on all over the country. But the shit that's going on in Chi-Town, this is on the level of some goddamn straight up battlefield, and real talk. This shit like, every bit of Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan shit going on. This real talk. And on some levels, it might surpass it. On certain levels. You see what I'm saying? On certain levels, it might surpass it on a weekend or a day, where you got five. This shit is ridiculous. This shit is ridiculous, man. And so just let you know that everything that has been thrown at this issue over the years has not worked. That's just all it is to it. Has not worked. I don't give a fuck what it's been, whether it's been the church, whether it been Islam. Now you got the Nation of Islam. You got all these want to be high polluting ass niggas in there, in Chicago where they, and I know how it is. You could get to certain cities and, you get them niggas that go to college and, you got all these high polluting Obama type of niggas up there and still with all that, what we call, and see, we have to even look to that. You have to look, even with all the degrees, with all the high polluting niggas that could be in Chicago, with all the church, with all the Nation of Islam that could be there, and still on an escalated level, none of them, and not even combined, can change what the fuck is going on. And so you have to think, man, it's some, it's some goddamn operations going on up there. It's some type of operation, it's a combination of things, but most definitely it's an operation that's going on up there. And so, this is going to require, it's going to require black people from all over the United States, you know what I'm saying, to help, you know what I'm saying, to get our people. And that requirement should go, and, the hand should be out for any city, that need our help. We should come in as a family, a national family, and deal with that. Chicago needs some help. Chicago needs some help, goddammit. And a whole lot of other cities need some help too. But when you got them, 50, and this shit, Chicago is on goddamn crack era numbers. You know what I'm saying? Them crack era numbers. You know what I'm saying? No way in goddamn 2025 where, the fucking crack ain't even, that is not even, I don't know what's going on in Chicago, but they need to ban that fucking drill music. They need to ban drill music. For real. They need to ban that shit. That shit should be outlawed. You know what I'm saying? Because them niggas losing their life. They're just that, I seen, with this female rapper, she had a release party, what was it, a few days back, and they shot a whole family up. Everybody died. Everybody died in her family that was at the goddamn, shot them all up. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed to be, it was a retaliation. I mean, you can't, this shit crazy. That you can't literally go, no, they need to ban drill music. Straight the fuck up. All kind of reckless shit like that, it should be banned. And I'm for freedom of speech. But, certain shit that's above and beyond free speech. When you speak into the demise, it's one thing to have free, but you can't speak to the demise of the people. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do that. You can have, it could be a debate or anything, long as it don't speak to a people demise. You see what I'm saying? Long as it don't speak to a people demise. Unless them goddamn peoples is bringing terror to a people, and then that's something different, we can't get a people, but we talking about, in a society or with that practice civility, civilization, they need to ban drill music across this nation. Any type of, killing and shit, and that shit got to change. Because motherfuckers, the excuse is, man, this is where I'm from. I don't give a fuck, goddamn. You know how long motherfuckers been talking about This is where I'm from, and that's the excuse. God damn it, they been talking that shit. Okay then, but God damn it, now it's time to change where you from. You didn't already, we already know this is where you from, nigga. We know that. We from there too. So we don't want to hear about, we trying to hear about where we going. You see what I'm saying? Out of this shit. We trying to get past this shit. So, whoever, we need, actually, I'm going to do some motherfucking research. I want to know who's putting this shit out? Who's putting this shit out? Who's responsible, man? I know a lot of these cats, maybe they independent or whatever and shit, but man, this shit got to stop. You know what I'm saying? It's time to, it's time to, push hip hop in a direction of growth and evolution. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. It just is what it is. You can't allow these kids to kill themselves and rap this disillusional murder music, and that's really one of the reasons why, because music is the elite, especially, that drum and shit. When you deal with black people, that drum and that African drum and shit is the elixir to the African soul. It's the nectar or the to the African soul. And so whatever, you get them beats and shit, that's like a fucking, like a priest. You damn near like a wizard when you fucking with them drums and shit, and they know that. Them niggas and shit like Dr. Dre and all these niggas in the rap game, then they come and bring all these weirdo niggas in there rapping and shit, a destructive type of fucking lyric and shit. They know that shit can wipe out generations of motherfuckers. This is magic. This is fucking magic, nigga. This ain't no game. They know this shit. That's why anytime even when they do documentaries and shit, you know what I'm saying? Or movies and shit, when they ready to they put that music in there, and it sends certain frequencies and vibrations. I don't give a fuck what it is, whether it's goddamn Star Wars and shit, and motherfucking Darth Vader come on. They had them goddamn dun 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? And shit. And it's send like, a certain frequency and that chain make you, like this is motherfucking the God, you know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third, motherfucker idolizing, they begin to venerate this kind of shit, but I was watching Hitler and shit, using music, certain type of music and tones and shit, to, mesmerize the people, get them involved in what you saying and shit, and things of that nature. So, that drum is a motherfucker. So they been knowed about that music. They know about it. They know about it. They didn't replace a lot of that, R&B and and it's nothing wrong with having some love in the air. You feel me? They didn't took that out. Ain't no love. Niggas don't want to talk to the ladies and don't want to talk to the sisters. These niggas won't be with the niggas. You see what I'm saying? They didn't took all that out. Niggas don't even write love letters no more. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nigga done totally gone from that world. And so they know how to change. They don't want that in the frequency. They won't drill, they won't kill music. And so that's one thing, Chicago gonna have to start with that. You know what I'm saying? If they can at least start with that, get that shit out they ear. You see, I don't know what's going on. There's niggas out there popping pills and shit that's fucking their head up and shit, you know. Yeah, they got to get that drill music up out of there. And all them goddamn pills and shit, you niggas gonna peel yourself to fucking death. You know what I'm saying? Out there taking all these mind altering drugs and shit. Niggas can't just blow a tree and shit. You gonna goddamn be out here on all these pills and shit and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking with your brain, your concept of reality and shit, and so that's what's really going on. And so that's why yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it's a different fucking, and you get them pills, you get that drill music, and you is creating a homicidal generation. You see? Yeah, punk music, all that bitch shit, all that. All that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind the little gangster music and shit with niggas, but all the disrespect of sisters and you can still have some hard shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be, I know, but all that kill, drill, and all that shit, man, they living off, they eating and drinking that shit now. You feel me? And that's what's really driving along and that's why I'm so into fucking shutting that border down. Shutting that border down. So all that crazy shit, all that dope and all that shit, man, that they could shut some of that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Shut some of that shit down. All that fentanyl and all that crazy shit that these kids is out, and not just the kids, the people in general. You see, the people in general. Yeah, it is a lot of wannabes out here, but when you give wannabes that juice, they really want to be. You feel what I'm saying? They think, they really want to be then. Motherfuckers get to running in the walls and shit, and that drill music is the type of, and that shit probably been sent. They probably then created that shit simultaneously, with the pills and shit and the music and the certain frequencies that's coming off that motherfucking music, man. Listen here, what I'm telling you, that shit like that Secret Service, what was that, Kingsman? Where they had the frequencies in the phone and motherfuckers, when as soon as they play that tone, motherfuckers just go crazy and shit, start killing each other and beating the shit out one another. And so, yeah, it's some crazy shit going on. It's some crazy shit going on up there. And I'm saying it because, the Chicago is one of the black meccas on the planet Earth. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of great minds and a lot of great energy and has come out of Chicago, and for them to be in this state is like, why? What the fuck is going on with the legacy and all the great minds that have come out of Chicago? Why is it in the predicament that it's in? I just can't understand this shit. I just can't understand this shit. And so, yeah, man, it's motherfuckers gonna listen. They're gonna have to ban that fucking drill music. That shit got to go. They got to ban that drill music. And they got to cut them motherfuckers off with them damn drugs. Them drugs gotta go, man. If you take that out of there, if you just start with that drill music and you start with them goddamn whatever them mind altering drugs, I don't even know what motherfuckers fucking. If you at least start with that, you see, you start with them two motherfuckers right there and then work your way. But the motherfucking, because ain't nothing else gonna work until you get that shit out of there. You can give them Christ, you can give them Allah, you can give them goddamn PhDs. It don't make a motherfucking difference. Don't make a motherfucker until you get that drill music, kill music out of there. Until you get them goddamn mind altering drugs, them two things right there, and then you can start, moving forward. You can't move forward on nothing. You can't even give a motherfucker no information until you get that goddamn mind altering shit and get that stupid ass drill music out of there. Them two things right there. So Chicago, y'all need to get on that. You're going to have to tell motherfuckers it's time up. And so when they talk about banning some shit, that's some shit they need to ban. They need to ban that shit. That ain't even, gangster music was one thing, and you had at least some of them niggas would try to teach you something. They wasn't all fucked up. Some of them was fucked up, not all of them. Them drill niggas, they ain't now one of them niggas trying to say shit. They 100% corrupt. And I'm just going to say it like that. Period. I don't give a fuck. And because you can see it in the damn near every drill nigga died. Every drill nigga damn near died. Every other man, listen here, is not one of them motherfuckers that don't die. For real. It's damn near 100%. You understand where the drill motherfuckers is dying, man. So what the fuck is that telling you? It's the fucking music. Yeah, St. Louis is on some wild shit too. St. Louis is on some wild shit. Detroit used to be on, and Detroit is what, but Detroit ain't as wild as it used to be. You see what I'm saying? Detroit used to be the wildest motherfucking city in the United States. And I don't say that to, you know what I'm saying? It terrorized me coming up. And so I'm glad to see that it has, it's calmed down somewhat. It's still up there. You know what I'm saying? But, St. Louis is the same way. Shit. You know what I'm saying? They just started motherfucking in the last like 10 years. St. Louis done been like just at the top. You know what I'm saying? Just at the top. Just murders and shit and all type of crazy shit going on. So, I just don't know, man. Motherfuckers most definitely got to get rid of that music. Yeah, all that shit over there. You understand what I'm saying? It really ain't nowhere. Them motherfucking Midwest is out of control, though. That motherfucking Midwest is like, nigga, it's wild, nigga, straight up, nigga. All that shit up there. And I ain't saying it to say, it's just like, nigga, what the fuck? Is it the goddamn factories and shit? You know what I'm saying? Make me think them goddamn factories, when they left all them goddamn factories up in there, motherfucking shit and leaked in the water and shit, man. I don't know, man. Straight the fuck up. Make a nigga think like, man, motherfucker better check. You know what I'm saying? That Flint shit where they didn't let all that them nigga listen. It's probably some shit in the water and food up in that motherfucker. Real talk. But anyway, family, let's get on that. I'm gonna find out who making all that drill music. I'm gonna find out who producing. I'm gonna find out who fucking yeah, yeah. Yeah, Memphis crazy too. Memphis didn't Memphis is like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoa. Another, it's just like, man, these cities has got history. What the fuck is going wrong, man? You got a lot of legacy and shit. I remember I was in Memphis. We went to see damn Martin Luther King when Martin Luther King was killed. And, Memphis got a legacy. There's no way that it should be in the predicament it's in. Something ain't right. They putting something on some shit, man. Real talk. Niggas better look into that shit, man. Quit, letting it, I don't give a fuck what it is. The weed, I don't give a fuck what it is. It's some shit being put on some shit. For real. And along with that, and you create that shit simultaneously. Where you got the motherfucking, you got whatever the shit is, and you got that sick ass messages that's on that music. You see what I'm saying? And niggas is loving that shit and they getting high and shit, man. That's the deadly combination. The music and them crazy ass mind altering drugs, whatever them niggas is on, whatever they putting on that fucking weed, because it ain't just no regular weed. That's a goddamn lie. Them niggas is putting fentanyl on that weed. They putting cane on that weed. They putting all type of nigga, they mixing that shit up with all kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is crazy. They putting dope on that weed, nigga. They growing dope, they growing that and they sprinkling and they putting it in the whatever they fertilizing that shit with, nigga. They putting that shit in the weed. They popping pills. You niggas is the new dope fiends out there. And I don't want motherfuckers to, I'm just being 1,000 with you. You see, this ain't back in the day when motherfucker had some shit to come out the ground. These niggas is in fucking fish tanks and all that, all in these goddamn warehouses and shit, growing this shit. And ain't no telling what the fuck they putting, but I know that they is doing it. They been doing it. It ain't just started. Nigga, I ain't stupid. We know niggas that fuck with that shit. They putting shit on the weed. I mean, damn, they want to keep motherfuckers coming. That's how they do. Whatever they doing, the fentanyl, cut it. And that shit is so addictive, keep motherfuckers coming back. That's how you make the paper. You know what I'm saying? You put the highly addictive shit on it and have niggas coming back and over. They can't even, motherfucker can't go to sleep. Motherfucker wake up. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker got to have it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't fuck with it neither. It's been a long time, I had my time with it. I don't fuck with no trees, none of that shit. I feel much better, and I didn't got to the point where I can't fuck with it. No way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't got to a point in my life, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I had my time. So niggas say what they want, nigga. I probably didn't smoke, longer than some niggas been alive. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But leaving that shit alone is still, I feel much better, clear, mind clear, body feel better. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. So niggas can, make up shit. And I ain't knocking you for whatever. You had to come into that period in your own life. I don't knock you. You understand what I'm saying? But just telling you what it is. And if you do not listen, you know what I'm saying? That's on you. Just check it. You know what I'm saying? You want to do your tree thing. Make sure you know where it come from, nigga. Grow your own shit. Get good at that. Just like niggas need to grow their own vegetables and their own fruit and grow your own food, nigga. Grow your trees, nigga. Have your lettuce, have your motherfucking radishes, have your onions, your tomatoes. You see what I'm saying? Have all your cauliflowers and shit. Have your bell peppers, your green and peppers, your hot peppers. Have you some corn out there? Have you some trees back there too? Grow all your shit. You understand what I'm saying? And have your own shit. That's all I'm saying if you're gonna do the shit. But anyway, this is General Cyrus Seti. Get you some bananas and shit. Get you some motherfucking radishes and all that, nigga. Whatever you need, nigga. Yeah, get you some ginseng and shit and grow all your shit. Have all, because it's going to come down to that anyway. Motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Cut all that shit. Grow all your shit. All right, this is General Cyrus Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. I want y'all to get over there to Patreon. I got that file over there. I got that Queen of the Damn rundown on the melanin, motherfucking, what is it? The sacred core, the dark gift. Man, listen to this shit. They talking about the dark gift. Them motherfuckers eating melanin, man. I'm telling you, they eating brains and shit. You better get over there, man. Why you think it's a game until you motherfucking end up in one of them goddamn warehouses and shit. You understand? And they draining your blood out, nigga, and keep you alive long enough so you can see them eat your heart in front of your motherfucking face, nigga. You be looking like a motherfucker be eating your heart, smiling like a motherfucker. Don't do it. All right, family. I'll be black tomorrow, man. We had a powerful day. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.